Good evening, everybody, and how are you? Welcome back to another Sunday Night Live. Um, do let me know if you can hear me all right. I did plug the microphone in before I started, so fingers crossed. Let's see who we've got. We've got Mary, good evening. Willow, hello. Crazy Carrie, hello. Anna, good evening. Sandra from British Columbia, welcome. Sudlow, good evening. Oh, there's Joe. Hi, Joe. Nice to have you back. Um, yeah, this evening is just another Sunday evening chat. I have to tell you, oh my goodness. Our little adventure today was just a bit of a thing. Um, and there's Justine. Good evening. Patrick. Hello, sweetie. Christina. Good evening from Australia. Nice to have you here. Ben. Good evening, sweetheart. So if you've seen the earlier video today, which wasn't that long ago, that was us when we went to go and give the donation to Paul's Parcels. Thank you, Sudlow. Linda, good evening from California. Wow. So we had decided that Patrick would come down here and we would head down the road. And then he got here and he'd forgotten his phone. So, I mean, mileage wise, it's 6 and 2 3s to get to where we went. So off we jolly well trotted. Oh, Canada. Stupid me. Sorry, Linda. So off we jolly well trotted, back to his, got his phone, did the thing, and it was blowing a gale. My wee van was going squinty all over the road. And can I just mention, there are some people who, the way they drive, they should not be out in the roads in that weather. Oh my goodness. But because we had gone round and messed up all our timing, so I'm zooming down the road, as you do. And we had the sat nav on and we got there and it was fabulous. And I was like, oh, there's Paul's Parcels. So luckily, a little car park at the back. So I was very pleased with that. And just as we parked up, the heavens opened. Oh my goodness. Where was my umbrella? In my bag for work, in the house, not in the car. So we scurried along, and there was a little bit of grass that we really should have walked around, but I was like, no, I'm running close for time. So I walked across. I have not walked on grass that squishy in a long time. It squelched every footstep. It was so wet. Oh my goodness. So we went in, got the video, which I failed completely to film the first bit of, which is why the donation video is me talking with just a little bit at the end, which thankfully I took separately. And then we're coming out, and can I just say, we're coming back out into the rain, and I was like, that was really nice. I'm a happy bunny. And Patrick says, yeah, spelled Nutter. I was like, only a little bit maybe. He's like, if anyone had told me that on a Sunday afternoon I would be out in the belting wind and rain, travelling 50 odd miles to give away money. It's like, yeah, welcome to my world. It's like, you're the only person that would do that. It's like, yeah, that's me. So, yes, that was our completely ridiculousness of running down there to get that done. Just because we wanted to get that done before Christmas. Because they help out in so many different ways. We wanted them to have the cash so that they could do what was needed with it. So, oh, there's Annie. Good evening. Nice to see you. Catherine in Nottingham. Hello. Florida, Gulf of Mexico slammed last night with rain. Today, 50 mileish winds, possible tornado warning. Oh, for goodness sakes. Yes. Yeah, it's definitely winter. However, I did get a notification on Facebook from 1 year ago yesterday, and that was when we all went sledging after work. So at least we don't have the snow that we had at this time last year. Good evening, Mark. Oh, windy North Wales. Yeah, well, if it's anything like it was when I was driving, you have my sympathies. That was ridiculous. I am not the best. It's not that I'm not the best. Wind I don't like because it's unpredictable. It really, really, it's one of those things when you're like, do you know if you've ever done your driving lessons and they say 10 to 2 is where your hands should be, and nobody ever drives like that unless it's getting dark, you're in the rain and the wind, and then your hands are like gripped at 10 to 2 because you're like, oh no, I need to make sure this is okay. Um, we've got Kim. Good evening, and thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say. Annie, rainy and windy Northumberland. Bless. Joe, all calm down south. Well, I hope it stays that way for you, Joe. That helps so much. Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you, Catherine. That was nice. Yeah, Carrie, you're right. Don't have the snow yet. Um, but yeah, it's one of those things. I had messaged because Patrick's brother and his wife were supposed to come with us today, because it was them that introduced us to that charity, and they have got such a bad chest infection. I mean, like proper. It is going round their family like I don't know what. One of them's had pneumonia. Somebody else is in the hospital. It really, really has hit them badly. So they actually were not able to come with us, which is a shame. Oh, Baby Tails, hello. Nice to see you. Well, first driving lesson was in about a foot of settled snow. Ah, yes, I remember it well. Good evening, Julie. Nice to see you. My first driving lesson was, I think I was probably about 8, and my dad took me to this place not that far away in the snow. And well, no, he'd taken me without the snow, but once I'd sort of got that I could drive, and then he took me up in the snow, and it was a big car park thing, and he made me go round in circles, and he pulled on the handbrake so that I knew what to happen when it went skidded, when things went squinty in the snow. And I have no idea what I did. I know that people say, "Oh, steer into the skid, do this, etc., etc." And I have no idea, but I do remember driving some people back, mainly guys, back from a party one day, and someone pulled out right in front of me in the town, and the car lost all thingy bobs, and we went everywhere. And I got it back and carried on the road. And they're like, "How did you do that?" I was like, "I don't know, but it worked, so let's not question it." And I do think that's because Dad taught me when I was younger. Yes, well, legal driving lessons are a completely different thing. I booked a lesson in the snow on a motorway. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Um, yes. Weirdly enough, I was driving a friend's car in Dundee. Now, I live in a very rural area. My driving lessons, there was no roundabouts, there was no traffic lights, there was no more than one lane going each way. And I remember my friend said, "Oh, you can drive the car home. You haven't been drinking." And I was like, "Yeah, great, okay, no problem." And headed down the road, which was a normal road as far as I was concerned. And then suddenly there was 3 lanes going into a roundabout. That was the first time I met that. That was quite an education. And the friend who was sitting in the passenger seat's like, "What do you mean you've never met lanes before?" I said, "I've never met lanes. I don't drive in cities or towns or motorways. Oh my goodness." So yes, I my driving lessons were. I'm really, really good at hill starts, I have to say, because it was a very hilly place that I did my driving on. But yeah, no. Motorways, lanes, anything like that, I had no clue. No clue at all. um, James, good evening. Oh, well done on getting things sorted out. Oh, well done, Willow. I do like that. Instinctively the right thing. That always helps. Julie, good evening. Oh, good. You're another umbrella person. I like to hear that. Snow chains to put the vans. So snow. There's a problem is most people don't swap tires over to winter ones. Oh, Ben, I know what you mean. I remember my dad. He actually had studded tires when they were still legal, and I didn't have my own car at that time, so I took my dad's car. And he was like, "Do not slam the brakes on because the studs will rip out and you'll blow out the tires." I was like, "Okay, Dad. Okay, Dad." But actually, those tires, the winter tires, the studded tires, when they were legal, because I don't think they are now, they make a huge, huge difference. I remember watching some like Audi or BMW trying to go up a hill locally in packed snow with low profile tires. And you're just like, mate, what are you thinking? You're not getting up there. I could get up there. I had winter tires on a normal car. But yeah, that car just came sliding back down again. What can I say? Mary, good evening. Oh, storms in Southeast Ireland. That's not so good. Very dreary down. Yep, time for the blankies, Mary. Definitely that's like blankies and hot chocolate and stuff. So is it most it gets complicated. Willow, I feel their pain. That was me. And oven baked holiday mixed nuts. Oh, nice. That sounds lovely, Catherine. Sandra, we have to have chains on the tires when traveling on mountain passes. I mean, I think that's sensible because once the snow gets to that sort of stage, it just, you need to be sensible about it because otherwise they end up holding up all the people everywhere. And you just can't do anything. Claire, good evening. Oh, bless baby tails. But sometimes better to be safe than sorry because that, I've been driving for a lot of years and that was not fun today. Um, but in saying that, I was very sensible. I avoided the centre of towns, basically, when going to pick Patrick up because, oh my goodness, busyness was ridiculous. We were in Asda. We didn't do the 6 o'clock in Asda. We did 8 o'clock in Asda this morning, and it was starting to busy up. I was like, yeah, no, we're not doing anything. But yeah, it definitely is. I mean, as I've said before, I I remember the times when people's cars were stranded on the motorway. So let's not be sensible, or let's be sensible about it. If you don't have a car that you absolutely can guarantee can do that, then just don't bother. There's somebody somewhere. Back to snow tires in North Michigan. Oh yeah, I can understand that, Catherine. Mum home from hospital Thursday afternoon. Oh bless. Joe, that's just what has to happen. I remember when Patrick came out of hospital. He was on his chair, and I basically doped him up. Because he'd had pneumonia, so he was in a lot of pain. So I gave him the codeine painkillers, and they don't affect me too badly, but I know that my mother, they just knock her for 6, and Patrick, they knock him for 6 as well. So he spent most of the first day out of hospital sleeping. Just with just you stay there. I will be here in case you need anything, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, Joe, I know what you mean. That's just what has to be done. Oh, you're more than welcome, baby tails. Oh, goodness. Itchy eye. I don't know what I've done. I think I squished my... Oh, excuse me, Patrick. Nurse Ratchet. I know who Nurse Ratchet is, and I am not nearly that bad. Although this hairstyle does not help with that analogy at the moment. Julie, don't encourage him. Goodness graciousness. Imagine being bad to me at this time of year. It shouldn't be allowed. Max Titan can code more means me sleeping a lot. Yep, exactly. They are a great painkiller. They are, but it's very much. We have a rule because, as I say, I don't have a problem with them. Nor did my father, my mother, and Kathleen and Patrick. I think Kathleen's able to take one at a time now. But up until recently, it was like you get half a tablet. That's it, because let's be sensible about it. But talking about medicines, make sure you get all your cold and flu remedies in because it's going to get colder. Nothing surer. Oh, And she might be, yes, tease me to madness. Exactly. What was Oh, off till New Year. Now, weirdly enough, Ben, I'm absolutely with you on that. I got naproxen when I burst my ribs and they knocked me on my back. Weird. Codeine does nothing. Naproxen, absolutely not under any circumstances. Just no happening. Got a wisdom tooth coming through and something's wrong. Oh, ouchie, Willow. Yep, call the dentist as soon as. Oh, Joe, yep, I know you ought to hear my dentist when I say that I'm getting them. He's like, you know, I was like, yes, I know. I take them for like 1 day every time I go to the dentist, which is like every however long, or if I break something, which is quite frequent, I have to say. Oh, Cluster Bungle, hello. Nice to see you. Willow naproxen doesn't see, isn't it amazing how different people react to different things? And that's just, it's how we're all different. What was I going to say? What did I read today? Oh, not impressed. So there it was. BBC, no, not BBC, STV News. So there had been a thing in The Guardian or The Times or something like that saying about how the cost of living crisis is not going to go away anytime soon, etc., etc. And then I read about a social supermarket up in Angus. So they'd done this social supermarket thing to help everyone in the cost of living crisis last year. They made it a warm space and a thing and a thing and a thing. And the social supermarket has to close. Why does it have to close, you ask? Because their energy bills have gone up from £400 to £1,400. They don't make that, So it's permanently closing. And I was like, do you know what else can they throw at us? Just so cross with that one. Joe, yep, I can understand that. Oh, Claire. What are you like? Mary, fingers crossed I can be at that same stage when I'm your age. Okay, baby tails, yep, you're definitely weird. Can't believe neither of them affect you. That's just bad. Oh, Christina. Oh no, high 30s, I'd be melted. Oh, Linda, take care, sweetheart. There's definitely things going about. Careno, good evening. Nice to see you. Oh, Sandra, I'll take anything in hospital. I consider you very brave for refusing. Oh. Ouch, James. That sounds very ouch. Yeah, fluids, lots, etc. Oh, how many? £6 of mushrooms. Well done. That's what I did last year at Christmas time. Went to the local community place and got a load of mushrooms. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Yeah, I should remember that about a lot of things. And Christmas dinner at your local social, £5 for who could afford it, free for those who couldn't. Well, yeah, your mum obviously is not going to be. Oh, Santa, yep, I'm definitely with you on that's brave. Same with any more are on the rise at the moment because. Oh, of course, yeah, never thought of that. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that one, Catherine. It's all these community things that happened last year because of the cost of living with energy prices going up and things. There's a lot of that isn't about as much. And I saw another charity today where they're like, we're going to have to close the door. This is a big problem. We can't get the funding. So yeah, it's not getting any easier. They can say that inflation's coming down. This is great. It just means prices aren't going up as fast. That's all. Doesn't mean prices are coming down. Doesn't mean that wages are going up. It just means prices are not going up as fast. Evening, Ben. Nice to see you. Measles. Goodness, I haven't heard of measles for ages. Sandra, yep. Food banks here as well. And the thing is, of course, when they would get donations before, they would have like cash donations so that they could go and buy the things, but the things that they have to buy is so much more expensive now. It's not easy. Christina, I feel for you for that one, sweetheart. Just being you and the dogs. You need to make yourself a new tradition, darling. We will be live on Christmas Day. We haven't worked out the time yet, but we will be live. So come and join us then. And we'll maybe do a wee cooking challenge or something. Evening, Alan. Nice to see you. Let's still have a lot of community support in our area. Julie, that is great. And it does make such a difference if there's community support. I know that there's a lot of places, like Patrick's found a load of places in Perth that I didn't even know about, basically, because I'm quite insular. What can I say? But there's a lot of different places. So have a look. It's looking in different places like your libraries, your doctor's surgeries, your community newsletters, Facebook pages, stuff like that makes a big difference. I found that there's a lot of stuff here works on. It happens in our church community centre. So although it's not a church group that's doing the thing, the church will advertise it. So it's worth keeping an eye out. Is it this week the veg has been sold cheap, Julie? Because I went looking today in Asda's when I was there, and it certainly wasn't. It was still 55 pence for carrots. What happened to the 19 pence? So it's this week coming. Good. Solitude is kind of nice, but it can also kind of suck. Yep. Well, that's it. It is solitude. I'm quite good with solitude. I think most of that comes from being an only child. Patrick, not so much because he came from a big family, although he has been on his own for a few years. So yeah, some people it's okay, some people it's not. I think it depends on how you look at it. Rural area that my husband and I were very familiar with, to a home area where we knew so many. Yep, that makes a difference as well. Knowing where you are. Okay, carrots, parsnips, Brussels sprouts, potatoes, and swede. Ooh. Good plan, Claire. Found TV on Christmas morning, particularly due to reports and events happening for people who live alone or have no one or. Oh, good plan, Willow. And also, for people like me who are more rural, your local radio station is normally really good for events to tell you what's happening. Nothing much will come down except our buying power. Yeah, exactly. %3.5% increase in social security compared to inflation. Yeah, that's exactly. That doesn't help. Ben, how are the buses where you live? I don't know, because I drive. It was a thing because I was rural that we just all passed our test as soon as we could. And although I know there's some of Kathleen's friends, so I had her when I was 30, so 30 years behind me. Some of them do not drive, but again, most of her peers, they all started driving pretty early on, because that's just what we did. Because I know when I was younger, there was Well, I've told you before the story about having to leave the cinema early because the last bus home was like at 9:30 and the cinema didn't finish till 10. So we did all that. Claire, working from home was a very good plan because certainly the thing that's going about down in Patrick's brother's area, it is awful. There is chest infections, there is pneumonia. It's just so many people are catching things just now. One of the boys at work was off ill last week, and somebody else was feeling a bit iffy. And it's like, no, nobody's allowed in the office if you're not feeling right. Just no. You can work from home. You can do what I don't care what we're doing. Because we're actually off for 2 weeks. So you can expect a lot of videos from me in between Christmas and New Year because I am going to be redoing this house. I am determined. We all know how long that lasts. But things have already started to move. I have moved some things and stuff like that. So, yeah. Stuff's happening. The last thing we need is for people to be ill. We're not doing ill. Just definitely not. Does a jar of Cadbury chocolate make a difference this time of year? A jar of Cadbury chocolate. Try again. A jar of Cadbury chocolate makes a difference at any time of year. Let's be honest. Where is Patrick's brother living? He's down in the Shotts area, Willow, down that way somewhere. Because that's where we were today. So I'm lucky to have sold 2 houses in the capital so we can live comfortably in a fairly isolated rural area. Mary, that makes sense. Yep, Lana, completely agree. Don't want to be ill for Crimbo, and good evening. One day between Christmas and New Year. Oh, I think working from home and PJs and hot chocolate sounds like a complete plan, Claire. Mary, coming back to you so you can comfortably live in a fairly isolated rural area. That was my plan. Until that's what my parents did. And Mum stopped driving ages before Dad did. And then they were 3 miles from the nearest shop. They were 3 miles from the nearest friends. So once their friends stopped driving, they had nothing. They had nobody apart from when Kathleen and I went up to visit, which we did. I mean, I used to go up every lunchtime. That was my thing when I first started working with the company I'm with. They're like, it's half an hour for lunch. I need more. I need to go up to my parents. They're only 4 miles away, but I need to go and check on my parents every single day. And I can't leave it till after 5 at night in case something's gone wrong. Best boss in the world said, no problem. But they were stuck there with nothing. If they ordered stuff online and I would help them with the Tesco order and things, if something was substituted or they said, no, I don't have that, there's nothing my parents could do. So that's why I've decided, because I'm quite rural just now, once I've got everything sorted, I am selling this place and moving into the city because I want to be able to walk to the shops for as long as possible. I don't want to have to rely on the car because the buses are rubbish. And if I don't have the ability to drive, I have got access to nothing. And I think that's something that people need to think about as they get older. And yeah, it's great retiring to a rural area. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love living here. I love this area. But being sensible about it, once I get older, as soon as I can't drive, I've got big problems. And I am not under any circumstances being like mum and dad, where I had to go up every single day because I'm an only child. There's no one else can do it. And I don't want that for Kathleen. I don't want that she has to feel that she has to be there for me every single day. I want her to have her own life. So yeah, it's just that's my plan, but it's certainly something to think about. as you get older and you're thinking of retiring and thinking, oh, this lovely little cottage out in the country. Yeah, check your transportation, check your internet signal. My broadband here, I was getting, when I started St. Patrick about 10 years ago, I was getting less than 1 megabyte per second, and he was on 20. And it's still roughly half of what he got in London. So, yeah. Let me see. Some bits can't be sitting around, especially wanted to do a bit on my camper van over Christmas. Yeah, Claire, I'm with you on that one. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, Ben. Be careful. We're going to move rural, but need to have access to transportation and close to hospital. Yep. It's the thing you have to think about. Yeah. Carrie, that's one of the big problems as well. Rather be isolated than part of the matrix. I'll take the risk. Yeah, this is the thing. It depends where you are as to how it goes. Christina, sweetie, you keep your chin up, darling. It's hard to keep going, but you have to, because that is not what anyone would want for you. So chin up, head up, and keep it going, kid. Because apart from anything else, we have got party things to try out next week. There will be stuff and things happening. BBC World sent on the wind up DAB radio. See, there you go. Look at you, Alan. Not right in the city, not right in the sticks. Yeah, that's it. Safer and less restricted, especially in winter weather. It does make a difference, Mary. It really does. And done that more than once. Bus once an hour. Yeah, Baby Tails, we're similar. The council sent out a notice for 7 different bus routes to use it or lose it. Yeah, exactly. Do you know, and that's the thing, there's a lot of buses now that they're classed as not financially viable, the buses. So they suddenly stop, or they don't stop where you are, etc., etc. Hospitals are 7 miles or 17, depending. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Christina. That's very kind of you to say. I'm sorry, Carrie. Sticky Toffee Wensleydale. Patrick, next time you're in the supermarket, can you look for that, please? Sticky Toffee Wensleydale. I'm having a thing now. I really want to try that. Oh my goodness. Mobility services door to door. Oh, nice, Sandra. Yeah. Impatient and know that you can manage, but with a risk of breaking myself. Yeah, you see, I'm not allowed to do things. Oh, it's from Tesco, Carrie. Patrick, get Tracy, please. That's that sorted. Hi, Darren. Nice to see you. And yeah, Linda, thank you for that. You're absolutely not alone, Christina. Claire, I know I can manage with the risk of breaking myself. Yeah, I'm just not allowed to do anything now because I fall down at the drop of a hat. I hurt myself at the drop of a hat. So yes, we don't. There's just certain things that we don't do. We even laugh about it in the office with it. Yeah, no, you're not allowed to do that. You just stay away from it. Like, okay then. Oh yeah, no. I've sort of with Joe. I don't understand. What is wee salty dough? I take it that's Wensleydale with cranberries and apricots. Ooh. I need to go to Tesco. Not financially viable during the pandemic. Yeah, there's a whole lot. I think did that. A cheese called Minger. Really? Well, do you know, if nothing else, they've got a whole lot of publicity out of that name. Next bus display removed. Ronan, I completely agree with you. That is, I'd be asking the question. Just no. Typo. Bob, smells bad but tastes good. Now, you see, that's a good thing to know, Bob. We like to know things like that. Smells bad but tastes good. Evening, Nana Paula. I think. Mary, I don't know what that means. We will be fine when the shitty hits the 50. We'll cope, survive, and prosper. We just don't know it yet. James, basically, there's no option. So that's one of those things. Wensleydale was cranberry I bought yesterday, getting ready for next weekend. Yeah, I think the laptops are having a bit of a problem with the Wensleydale. Just a tad, just a tad. Okay, many people eat more cheese than me. How many weeks preps do you think are enough food-wise? Well, I would hope to have a month minimum, and hopefully more. Right. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do an intervention here. I am having a plan. Christina, go onto my website and you will see a postal address there. Or go onto the website and send me an email. Send me your postal address. And if anyone would like to write to Christina, postal or email that Christina is willing to give me, then I will pass it on. Does that sound like a plan? I think that sounds like a plan, because I think every Christina's struggling here, and the same goes to anybody else. If you would like some support from the community, and if you're willing to give some support from the community, then email me with either a postal address or an email address that you're happy to give out, and I will put you in contact with each other. Because it's that time. And we can help all these other people, and we can give to charities and stuff. So let's help each other. Let's help this community help itself. There you go. That's my thing. Email addresses, says Willow. Go for email addresses, people. Do you know, when I have an idea just right in the middle of things, sometimes it needs to be done. So yes, email addresses. Perfect. So tomorrow evening, when I come home from work, I will go into my emails, the Prime of Midlife emails, and I will sit and do stuffs. Teapot, good evening. Oh, Alabama Whitman. Yeah, I mean, going back to the preps, yes, I would say a month minimum, with more if you can do it. Turkey and pan-baked lasagna. Ooh. Good evening, 5456. Sensible thing, Willow. Caroline, good evening. Yes. There we go. Look at us. There's the thing. What are we at? We're at 40 minutes of a live that started off about me driving in the rain. Teapot. What do we need emails for? So, what we've decided, Teapot, is there's a few of us who are out on our own and who are a bit struggly, especially at this time of the year. And what we've decided to do, rather than leave you out there on your own that you can only talk while we're on the live or do the comments, I have a website. It's called Prime of Midlife. And what I've said is if people who wish to talk to each other want to send me their emails, I will send out a list of emails to people who want to talk. So you can bounce back and forward with emails. And that means that you can chat. You can chat at any time. You can send an email at any time. And that means you're not going to be on your own just waiting for me to do a live or waiting for a video to go on. So, yeah, that's the cunning plan that has only just been invented. So, yeah, that's about it. That's as far as we've got so far. I did initially say postal addresses, but many people have said, yes, let's not do postal addresses, let's do emails. Need a GoFundMe page? No, we don't do GoFundMe. Caroline, sorry to hear you've not been as good. Yeah, we're starting a support thing. Bridget, good evening. Pen pally, not penalty. Yes, good plan. Can set up an email just for that purpose. Another brilliant idea. Well done. See, look at this. Oh, Caroline, yeah, right, okay. So that's absolutely everyone who wants to speak to someone, email me. And we will I'll put a list out of emaily things, and you can put your you need to tell me your name on YouTube so people can do things. Bridget, we're talking about if you are on your own or if you just want someone to chat to, we're talking about if you send an email to me at the Prime of Midlife email on my website, I will put a list together of people who are happy to email and chat to each other and send it out, and people can chat to each other and speak to people. So yeah, that's what we're doing. As I say, I have no clue how this works, but it will work because we're determined it's going to, and it'll be fabulous. So yeah, that's the cunning plan. So I finish work at 5. I need to come home, get a cup of tea because we need to go for a cup of tea, and then I'll sit down and read the emails and make a list. So then we are not going to be lonely anymore. We are going to have people who are going to send silly things and who are going to do stuff. How about having a forum on your website? I have done that. I haven't done it on this website. I did it before. Live chat, not sure, but a forum I can definitely throw together. Discord, I would need to learn, Ben. I vaguely saw that before. Certainly because it's a WordPress site, I know I can put a forum up on it quite quickly. Because I've done that before, but then I can look at Discord. That would be good. So yeah. Okay, forum with chat room. I can do that. WhatsApp. Oh God, no, that's your phone would go bingity 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 bing. Etc. No, it's Discord. Yeah. Discord I will look into, but a forum, as I say, I can certainly do that. Oh, goodness. You know I'm going to have to go and do that. I'm just going to do things. Do you like instant gratification of the email? Caroline, I don't think you're the only one, sweetheart. That's what we've been talking about. This time of year is definitely difficult. And the thing is, as you get older, it doesn't get any easier. Oh, Gunnekin, there you are. Good evening. Basically a forum with chat rooms. Okay, I will have a look. Or a Facebook group. Do I not have a Facebook? No, I have a Facebook page. I don't have a Facebook group. Some folks sometimes are chatting on a one-to-one basis is also value. Both probably needed. Yes. Yes, we need to do stuffs. Well, guess what? Right. I'm having a cunning plan. By this time tomorrow night, says her, we should have a forum. See, now, if I'm sleepy at work tomorrow, I'm going to blame all you, because now I've decided we need to have a forum immediately so that it's all set up for Christmas. So if my boss gets grumpy at me because I'm sleepy tomorrow, then that is all going to be you. All going to be your faults. I'm taking no responsibility whatsoever. What made you come up with this idea? There's a number of us in this community, Dee, who are on their own and who are struggling. And they're finding it hard, with various things that have happened. And being on their own is at this time of year has been very difficult. And so, yeah, we decided we'd do emails. And then people decided that a forum could be a good plan. And Claire's going, just because I can doesn't mean I should. Yeah, you met me. As Kathleen would say, have you met my mother? Mm-hmm. So, yes. And now, wait a minute. Tamara, good evening from Devon. Yeah, Willow says she's happy to take the blame. So, Claire, you cannot be doing. I take no blame. So, yes, that's what we're doing. Linda, forum it's just a page on the website. And when you go into it, I can put things for saying hello. I can put things. I might actually be able to put a chat room on. I'm not sure. Or Discord might just be easier to set up. I don't know. I'll maybe actually tonight I'll go and look at Discord. This is not good. Do you know I'm going to be up till stupid o'clock tonight now? Me and the cat. Patrick's have been bad to me. I was going to go to bed early. I was sleepy before my brain started. Now my brain's full of wheels, all going different ways. What are you like? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. I do not. See, now I just need to go and do stuffs. So, initially, what we're doing is we're starting with emails. So, anyone who's happy to be emailed by somebody else on the site, then send me your email. Yeah, I know, Baby Tails. This is what happens. This is where poor Patrick goes with the happy bunny spelled Nutter, because I get an idea. And then it happens. And then I have to go and do stuff and stuff and stuff. Oh, Ben. Email me, Ben. Email me. See? That's him. There he goes, calling me a nutter again. While you're waiting for us to do your getting ready for bed stuff. Oh, well, my brain's going too fast now. I'll probably end up clearing out the kitchen. Yeah, get to bed earlier is not going to be happening, even if we finish early tonight, Claire. It is not going to be get to bed. It is going to be, I'm going to go and do this and this and this and this and this. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. Nice to see you here. Sit, get drunk and morose on Christmas Day. Well, Slim, you sit, get drunk and morose, but then come and see us whenever we're doing the live. So it's only, good grief, 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh my goodness. This phone is actually, please, so I come here and laugh. Oh. See, come on here and laugh. I have many people who laugh, especially in the afternoon. Oh, good, good. See? So, yes. Slim, you show up and you can be all troll-like and I will tell you how dreadful you are. I actually use YouTube message board for things as well, including, I don't know if you look at my page then. I didn't know YouTube had a message board. Oh, Linda, baby puppy sitting. We like that. Open gifts, go walkies, dinner, have soca snuggles and watch Christmas movies. Yep. 4 a.m. in India or somewhere. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, see, that's just squinty. I'm trying to remember. See, my wee brain's going like 19 to the dozen now. Right, so we're almost done. We probably will finish a couple of minutes early. So, Ben, would you please email me? I will go and look up Discord. I did have an account, but I think I need to set up a different one. Any chance of another P, please, Bob? What are you like, Alan? You are the king of dad jokes this evening, I have to say. Oh, Sarah, nice. We like that. Sharing is good. Would I get a dog if I wasn't working? No. A dog for me is too tying. I'm a cat person. The number of cats I would have, however, if I wasn't working, that could be different. Kay's days, good evening. Thank you, Ben. So hopefully you'll be here on Christmas Day then to take care of our Slim boy, just in case. Baby Tails, take care. Have a good night. Comedies of crime. Yeah. Hoping to mostly sleep on Christmas Day after working the rest of the festive season. Oh, bless. Tamara, I have been there. I have done that. I did that many times. Okay, people. I need to go and look at Ben's email. I need to go and do Discord. I expect a whole lot of emails coming in today and tomorrow. Whatever place your things, wherever you are. So yeah. Cat person is good. Ooh, ribs and rice, nice. 3 spoiled facts. Right. I am going to go and look up how to set up a forum, how to sort out Discord. In fact, I'm going to go and make a cup of tea and I'm going to go and look up Discord. So if you are killing time just now, it looks like we're going to do Discord because that'll do everything all at once. So let me go and have a look at it. I'll get Ben's email. We can start messaging and we'll get it sorted. So, yes. Yeah, most Sundays I do this. Unless you see a thing on the community thing saying no live tonight, I do try and do this on a Sunday night just because it's silly. It's everyone gets a chance to say hello. So yeah. So I am going to go now. I know it's 6 minutes early. So yeah, let's go and see what we can do. Catch you later.